Kourtney Kardashian has never been one to shy away from speaking her truth, especially when it comes to motherhood. The 45-year-old reality star, known for her role on Hulu's The Kardashians, recently opened up about a deeply personal and emotional journey she faced before welcoming her son Rocky with husband Travis Barker in November 2023. According to Kourtney, doctors had warned her during pregnancy that she probably wouldn't be able to breastfeed. For many mothers, such news could have been devastating, but for Kourtney, it was a challenge she refused to accept. She described how, every day while Rocky was still in her womb, she told him they would breastfeed, a promise she paired with consistent prayers and unwavering belief. On August 8, during World Breastfeeding Week, Kourtney proudly shared a photo on Instagram of herself nursing Rocky on a boat. Alongside the intimate image, she wrote, "I told my baby we would breastfeed when he was in my tummy every day after doctors told me he probably wouldn't be able to breastfeed. I prayed about it and never believed it." She went on to express how blessed and grateful she feels for this life and for the experience she's had with her son, noting that they had reached an incredible milestone, 21 months of breastfeeding and still going strong. Kourtney's commitment to breastfeeding is not new. She has always been vocal about nursing her children for extended periods. She previously revealed that she breastfed her now 10-year-old son, Rain, for about a year before stopping when he began biting. Her parenting style has often been a topic of conversation, as she tends to embrace a more natural, attachment-focused approach. In interviews and on her reality show, Kourtney has emphasized her belief in following maternal instincts rather than always conforming to conventional medical advice. Her dedication to her beliefs was further highlighted during an appearance on sister Khloe Kardashian's podcast Khloe in Wonderland. On the May 21 episode, Kourtney explained that she prefers to nurse her children through illnesses rather than giving them medications like Tylenol or ibuprofen. "I will nurse the fever of my kids versus giving Tylenol or ibuprofen. I just want to do that," she said, stressing that this approach feels more authentic to her. This philosophy, she noted, began to take shape after she started therapy, which encouraged her to question traditional norms and go against the grain when it came to raising her children. The reality star also shared a particularly striking detail about her bond with Rocky. She holds him for the entire duration of his 3 to 5 hour naps. Weighing in at 23 pounds, Rocky isn't exactly light, but Kourtney insists that maintaining close contact helps foster a stronger emotional connection. She explained that she uses a breastfeeding pillow for support and even drapes a radiation blanket over them to protect from electromagnetic fields, EMF, during phone use. Her reasoning stems from her belief in attachment-style parenting and the importance of not separating from her children as much as possible during their early years. For Kourtney, this hands-on, deeply connected approach to parenting is about more than just physical closeness. It's about nurturing a secure attachment that she believes will benefit her children for years to come. "I think it's really not separating for as much as possible in the first definitely 3 years, she told her sister. "It's kind of just what my instincts, I lean towards. It's what they tell me to do, I feel like. Just my motherly instincts. Mother knows best." Kourtney Kardashian's candid revelations about her breastfeeding journey have resonated with many mothers who have faced similar challenges. Her story is not just about feeding a child, it's about resilience, maternal instinct, and the refusal to let fear dictate the outcome. When doctors told her she probably wouldn't be able to breastfeed, Kourtney could have easily accepted that prognosis and prepared for alternative feeding methods. Instead, she leaned into faith, visualization, and consistent affirmations to prove them wrong. That determination now serves as a powerful example to her followers, many of whom shared messages of support and admiration in the comments of her Instagram post. The reality star's willingness to share intimate moments with her audience isn't new, but in this case, it carried a deeper message about believing in one's body and staying connected to a baby's needs. The photo she posted, taken on a serene boat ride, wasn't just about the beauty of the moment, it was a visual statement about empowerment, connection, and the joy of defying expectations. For Kourtney, breastfeeding Rocky for 21 months is not only a personal victory but also a symbol of hope for mothers who have been told that their bodies might fail them. Kourtney's approach to motherhood has long stood out within the Kardashian-Jenner family. While her sisters have embraced different parenting styles, Kourtney's method is more traditional in some ways yet unconventional in others. She embraces attachment parenting principles, which prioritize close physical contact, co-sleeping, and extended breastfeeding. These choices often spark debates online, with some praising her dedication and others questioning the practicality of her methods. But for Kourtney, the only opinion that truly matters is her own, and the bond she's building with her children. Her belief in natural care extends beyond breastfeeding. On Khloe in Wonderland, she revealed that she often treats her children's illnesses by relying on nursing rather than medication, explaining that she feels more comfortable letting their bodies recover naturally while receiving the nutrients and immune benefits from breast milk. This philosophy may be considered unconventional by some, but Kourtney is unapologetic about doing what feels right for her family. Therapy, she said, helped her gain the confidence to go against the grain and block out the noise of unsolicited advice or societal pressure. Kourtney's attachment-style parenting means her days and nights are heavily centered around her children's needs. Holding Rocky for the full length of his long naps may seem extreme to some, but for her, it's part of creating a secure emotional foundation. She's spoken about how she minimizes separation in the early years, often staying close to her children at all times. She uses practical tools like a breastfeeding pillow and a radiation-blocking blanket, blending modern products with a back-to-basics approach. In her mind, these early sacrifices are investments in lifelong trust and closeness. What's perhaps most striking about Kourtney's parenting philosophy is the balance between instinct and intention. While she trusts her natural maternal impulses, she also makes deliberate choices to align with her values, whether that's skipping common medications, breastfeeding past infancy, or structuring her day around her children's rhythms. The result is a style of motherhood that feels deeply personal yet universally inspiring. Her journey with Rocky is just the latest chapter in a long-standing commitment to raising her kids on her own terms, proving that "mother knows best" is more than just a saying, it's the foundation of her entire parenting philosophy. As Kourtney Kardashian's reflections on her 21-month breastfeeding journey continue to circulate online, the conversation has expanded beyond her personal experience into a larger discussion about modern motherhood, body autonomy, and the pressures women face in meeting societal expectations. In a culture where many mothers feel pressured to wean early due to work demands, social stigma, or physical challenges, Kourtney's choice to continue nursing well past the one-year mark is both unconventional and deeply affirming for parents who make similar decisions. It's a reminder that parenting is not a one-size-fits-all process and that the best decisions are often the ones that honor a family's unique needs rather than external timelines. Kourtney has acknowledged that her approach hasn't always been met with universal approval. In fact, extended breastfeeding often sparks polarized reactions online, with critics questioning the necessity and supporters celebrating the benefits. Yet, her willingness to be transparent about her parenting decisions opens the door for these conversations, allowing others to share their stories without shame. For some mothers, seeing a high-profile celebrity unapologetically embrace extended nursing provides the validation they've been craving in a world that often dismisses such choices as strange or unnecessary. Her openness also highlights a crucial aspect of celebrity influence, the ability to normalize and destigmatize personal decisions that might otherwise remain in the shadows. Just as Kourtney has used her platform to discuss health, wellness, and body confidence, she's now shining a light on the importance of listening to one's instincts as a parent. Her refusal to conform to conventional standards not only empowers other mothers but also challenges the broader cultural narrative about what good parenting looks like. Beyond the breastfeeding itself, Kourtney's story underscores her commitment to a slow, intentional lifestyle, something she has been cultivating for years. Her days with Rocky are not rushed. They are filled with long naps, gentle routines, and conscious moments of connection. She chooses presence over productivity, often structuring her schedule around her children rather than expecting them to adapt to hers. This is a stark contrast to the high-paced, always-on brand of motherhood often glamorized in the media, where parents are expected to juggle endless commitments while still projecting an image of effortless perfection. Kourtney's personal transformation since Rocky's birth has been evident to her fans. She speaks often about how becoming a mother for the fourth time has deepened her sense of gratitude and shifted her priorities even further toward family life. While her career and public persona remain significant parts of her identity, she appears more willing than ever to put them on hold in favor of quiet, meaningful time at home. Her recent interviews suggest that this isn't just a phase but a deliberate long-term shift toward a slower, more grounded existence, one where the needs of her children come before the demands of fame. Interestingly, Kourtney's journey also intersects with broader health and wellness conversations. She has been a vocal advocate for natural living, clean eating, and toxin-free environments, all of which feed into her parenting choices. Breastfeeding, in her view, is a natural extension of this philosophy, providing her baby with optimal nutrition while strengthening their bond. Her emphasis on maternal intuition aligns with a growing movement of parents who seek to combine modern knowledge with time-tested practices, rejecting the idea that progress always means abandoning tradition. For Kourtney, the decision to continue breastfeeding for nearly 2 years is not simply about nutrition, it's about connection, trust, and emotional security. Every feeding session, every quiet nap in her arms, reinforces a bond that she believes will shape Rocky's emotional foundation for years to come. In a world where parenting advice is endless and often conflicting, she has found her own compass, one that points toward love, patience, and unwavering presence. As the discussion surrounding Kourtney Kardashian's 21-month breastfeeding journey reaches its conclusion, it's clear that her story has struck a powerful chord with both fans and fellow parents. This isn't just a tale of one celebrity mother's parenting choice, it's a reflection of how deeply personal decisions can inspire broader cultural debates. In Kourtney's case, the decision to breastfeed Rocky for nearly 2 years was rooted in love, intuition, and a deep respect for her child's needs, yet it has become a flashpoint for conversations about maternal autonomy, societal norms, and the evolving definitions of modern motherhood. Kourtney has been candid about the fact that her parenting style often draws as much criticism as it does praise. Some social media users commend her for being an example of patience, commitment, and natural parenting, while others question why she would continue nursing for so long. Yet her unflinching confidence in her choices sends a clear message: mothers do not need public approval to raise their children the way they believe is best. This resolve is especially important in an era where parenting has become a highly public performance, subject to instant judgment from millions of strangers online. One of the most compelling aspects of Kourtney's approach is that it goes hand in hand with her broader life philosophy. She has long emphasized the importance of living slowly, intentionally, and in tune with one's values, a theme that has become even more pronounced since Rocky's birth. She's willing to step back from work commitments, prioritize downtime, and resist the pressure to bounce back physically or professionally at lightning speed. By doing so, she not only nurtures her own well-being but also sets a powerful example for her children about what it means to live authentically. Her openness about breastfeeding also challenges outdated perceptions of motherhood, particularly those that frame extended nursing as unusual or unnecessary. In reality, the World Health Organization recommends breastfeeding for at least 2 years, and many cultures around the world embrace the practice without controversy. In this context, Kourtney's choice isn't radical, it's simply aligned with long-standing global norms that value the health and emotional security of the child above all else. Still, in the celebrity-driven Western media landscape, such decisions stand out, especially when shared so openly. Kourtney's story also resonates because it highlights the beauty of letting children set their own pace for certain milestones. Instead of imposing a rigid timeline for weaning, she has allowed Rocky to transition naturally, trusting that he will outgrow the need when he's ready. This patient, child-led approach to parenting runs counter to the fast-paced, efficiency-focused mindset that often dominates discussions about raising children. It serves as a gentle reminder that parenthood isn't a race, and that some of the most meaningful moments happen when we slow down and simply allow life to unfold. The public reaction to her journey has revealed a strong undercurrent of support for mothers who choose paths outside the mainstream. Many fans have shared their own stories in response to Kourtney's, creating an online space filled with encouragement, empathy, and shared experiences. In a digital environment often known for negativity, this outpouring of solidarity feels rare, and perhaps that's part of why her story has stayed in the headlines for so long. Ultimately, Kourtney Kardashian's extended breastfeeding journey is about more than feeding a child. It's about making intentional choices, resisting outside pressure, and honoring the bond between mother and baby. It's about redefining success in motherhood not by how quickly a child meets certain milestones, but by the love, care, and security they receive along the way. And for Kourtney, it's also about using her platform to remind the world that every family's journey is different, and that's exactly how it should be.